So I've been trying a lot of stuff getting ready for the Colorado Trail, and one of them is a solar panel. So I've tried lots of solar panels before. This is a Lixada, supposedly 10 watt. It's actually half that, less than half, probably 4.5 is what it puts out. But it will charge a block, you know. They all will. I've had 3-panel ones that I tried on the PCT and tossed. This one though is small. You know, I mean, it weighs a couple ounces. It's not really indestructible. I mean, the motherboard on the back here, I see people on YouTube will actually take this cover off because it's just put on there with, looks like maybe silicone. So when it gets hot, it's probably gonna fall off there. And then actually there was a guy that on YouTube took liquid electrical tape and painted the motherboard, then put this cover back on with JB Weld. And I have no problem with that because you know I love JB Weld. and I would do that. I was gonna keep it, but I don't think I am. You know, I put it in the hot sun all day. It will charge the block to some degree, but it would probably take a few days to charge that block up. And it won't work at all if you're in a tunnel of trees like the North Country Trail. Well, I've been trying, it's worthless. I was just thinking the high country in Colorado, there'd be full sun. But then the more I thought about it, it's gonna sit up here. I clip it on with these just cheap little carabiners. I carry them with me, 2 or 3 of them. I have them on the back of my pack here, and you know, I'll hook on my water. If I'm carrying a 1/3 liter of water, I'll hook it onto the handle so I don't lose it, because that does happen. I mean, in the last 5 years, I've found 3 bear vaults, the 450s, full of food that people have fallen out people's pack, and they didn't even realize it, as heavy as that container and food is. I left them there because I don't know if they were northbounders or southbounders. One was the Arizona Trail, 2 were on the PCT. Maybe they're going to come back for them when they get someplace and find out they don't have their food or their bear vault. So to clip things on, it's so simple. Just use something like that. I know those bear vaults sit up here, and this pack actually has double straps if you wanted to carry a bear vault up there. But I would still somehow rig up something to hook it on in case it fell off, because it does happen and you lose that kind of thing. So I thought those carabiners would just sit up here and hold that on. But even in the high country in Colorado, if it's that sunny and hot, I'm going to be wearing my umbrella. So it's not going to work anyway. So I don't know really why I even bought the thing. I was really curious. I love solar. I live on solar in this thing pretty much year-round. We're usually off the grid, and a few solar panels on the roof give us all the electric we need, 12 volt, and we live on that. So solar is a good idea. It's got a long way to go for backpacking, I think, but I thought I'd give it a shot anyway. Another thing that's probably going to work out just fine I've been using is, if you watched my YouTube on my rain gear, I had a, you know, just really a tent, a guy line that I used for a belt to keep that poncho in the wind wrapped around me. So I made another one with shock cord, and a lot of times I just can't find a place to set up my camera. My tripod's short, I want it higher, so I'll just hook it to a tree and wrap this around there, and it works out just fine. So it's like really a 1-ounce tripod or a signpost. Anyway, I think that's going to be a good idea. Keep smiling.